Hello everyone and welcome to DazzaClarke's Pokemon Black and White Elite Four Guide. Today we're taking on the final battle of the game. Well, I class this as the end because it's just before the credits and before you get the national decks. But there is an after game. Anyway, so naturally, being the final boss, Ghetsis, the leader of Team Plasma, will be the strongest opponent you have faced yet. And he can be tough as he has a team of mixed types. Now he's going to start off with a Cofagrigus, level 52 with the ability Mummy. We've already faced against one of these in our first battle actually against Chantel. Mummy will turn your Pokemon's ability to Mummy if you come in physical contact with Cofagrigus. Now this can be bad because it can shut down some strategies, but it can be good because you can use it later on, and I'll show you or tell you how you can use it later in the battle. Now this Cofagrigus knows Shadow Ball, Psychic, Protect and Toxic. Being a Ghost type, it's weak against Ghost and Dark type attacks, but immune against normal and fighting types. So just remember that when going into the beginning of the battle. Again, my Reshiram was at the beginning since I just caught it before the battle up against N, and it asked me if I wanted to put it at the front, and I just said yes. So, with Cofagrigus down, next Pokemon which Ghetsis will send out is a Bouffalant. So being a pure normal type, Bouffalant is weak against fighting type moves and completely immune against ghost type attacks, so remember that. This Bouffalant level 52 has the ability Reckless, meaning that all recoil damage moves are increased by 20%, such as Head Charge and Wild Charge, which Bouffalant knows, but so is the recoil damage, so that could also damage Bouffalant and work in your favour. This Bouffalant also knows Earthquake and Poison Jab, and goes down quite easily against a fighting type Pokemon such as my Mienshao. Up next, Ghetsis is going to send out his Hydreigon. This is his highest level Pokemon, level 54, and has the ability Levitate. Now this is where the strategy against Cofagrigus comes into play. If you use a physical attack to get Mummy off from Cofagrigus, you can then give it to Hydreigon so that Levitate no longer works. So Levitate gives it a ground type immunity, but as you can see, Hydreigon has a lot of weaknesses. It also has a lot of strengths, but Ice, Fight, Bug and Dragon weaknesses, not good at all. Hydreigon knows Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast, Surf and Focus Blast, so send out a Pokemon which isn't weak against those if you don't think you're fast enough. Now here comes Electrus. This one can be quite a pain to take out. It's got quite high defenses, and again, being a pure electric type, it's got a ground type weakness. But with the ability Levitate, it completely bypasses that, so it doesn't actually have any weaknesses. Unless you use the Mummy trick against Cofagrigus on Electros as well, the only real way to take down the Electros is quick and hard. So I'm going to use Mienshao's High Jump Kick. It's a really strong, powerful move. And as you will see, Electros will use Wild Charge, which is a recoil damage move, completely take it itself out. I managed to sustain the hit quite well. Electros also knows Crunch, Acrobatics and Flamethrower. So that's 4 out of 6 down. Next up, Ghetsis is going to send out a Seismitoad, probably one of my favourite Pokemon to be added in the 5th generation. Obviously, forgetting that Seismitoad is a water type, I send out my Crocodile, which I'm going to regret that. Level 52 has the ability Swift Swim, meaning that its speed is doubled if it starts raining. Seismitoad knows Muddy Water, as we see here, almost taking out my Crocodile, as well as Earthquake, which also gets the same type of attack bonus. It knows Sludge Wave, and Rain Dance is there to set up Swift Swim as well. Again, Water and Ground, incredibly awesome typing. My favourite Pokemon, Quagsire, also same type. Most people look at it, see it's a water type, and use an electric type move. Of course, it gains an electricity resistance from being a part ground type as well. But the only real way you can take this out quickly is by using a grass type attack. I don't think there's any grass type priority moves, but if there is, I'll be sure to put an annotation up on the screen saying what it is. And this Seismitoad, water and ground, takes 4 times damage against grass type moves. Now here we go, Ghetsis is using one of his 4 full restores. Normal Elite Four members only get 2, but N and Ghetsis are special, they get 4 full restores. I'm going to go with another Razor Shell, try and cut down its defense even more. And that's all I can say about Seismitoad. I actually think that this was the most difficult Pokemon for me to take down, simply because I don't have a team based around tackling water-type Pokemon. Most of my team is either not very effective against water types such as Mienshao, or super effective from water type hits such as Krookodile. So I went with my Unfazant with a Fly. I thought that if I would use a quick attack, then Ghetsis would use another full restore. I was wrong. I just wanted to deal as much damage as I could before, because I was expecting the full restore. Ghetsis didn't use it, so that was fine with me. Next up on the list, and finally, is Ghetsis' Bisharp. Now we're faced against one of these against Grimsley. 4 times weakness against fighting type moves. Just hit it with a fighting type move, it'll go down pretty much instantly. Not great defenses, so if you've got a Pokemon with Mark Punch, which is priority, it's a quick attack but fighting type move, then Bisharp will undoubtedly go down quick. Level 52 with the ability Defiant, which means that if this Pokemon has any of its stats lowered, it will gain an attack boost equivalent to Swords Dance. Again, Dark Steel type, so 4 times weakness against fighting type moves. It's also being a Steel type, it's got a buttload of defenses, so watch out there, as well as 2 immunities. And there we have it, the end of the game. Hopefully you found this guide helpful if you were having problems. Use the annotations to go to the next Elite Four battle against Chantel. Again, the team gets stronger now that you obtain the National Dex. Or you can skip to the champion Alder. See you next time.